How you doing, guys? I'm Sean. You're very welcome to this channel. Guys, today's video I'm going to be talking about seeing beyond your prejudices, and you may not be aware you have any, but I like to think that sadly I like to think we all have in some shape or form, and mine, as the title describes, seeing beyond Elliott Hulse's muscles. Now, I'm not too sure if you're familiar with Elliott Hulse. I only found out about him about 2 months ago. He's a YouTuber, motivational guy. He's into bodybuilding, motivational speaking, workshops and things like that. When I first came across him, I was searching about. I do a lot of searching about, obviously trying to get my mind focused on positive things and positive people, positive inspiring people. And I came across a YouTube video that had Elliott in it. And I have to say, as soon as I put it on, the title captured it. And as soon as I put it on, Elliott was sitting talking about something. All I could see was the big muscles. And the first thought came to my mind was protein powders and steroids, and my own prejudices took over. And I was about to change the channel, and basically he started talking about something. I could hear him in the background, but my prejudices was coming over. And the reason why I'm prejudiced against somebody who's on steroids or on protein powders and then bulk weightlifters, it's because it's not my bag. It's not what I'm into. It doesn't make anyone's wrong. It's not something I'm into. And I think Elliott was talking about health, and I could just see all these big muscles, and I said to myself, well, that's not what the body's meant to look like, in my opinion, that if we're having to take protein powders and shakes and steroids to make ourselves look like the Hulk, I don't think that's quite natural. But in the same breath, that's just my opinion. Elliott's an individual, and all bodybuilders are individuals, so they're have to respect those people. But I'm just glad I stayed on the channel, because I was able to see beyond the muscles. I was able to see beyond my prejudice, and he's actually a very clued up guy. He's a lot of information there that he's sharing resonated with me right away. Now, I'm not going to agree with everything he says the same way I wouldn't expect anybody to agree with everything I say, and people can disagree and agree with whoever you're coming across. But the fact of the matter is, actually, I really like the information he's sharing. I'm glad, and I learned a valuable lesson, well, many lessons by listening to this channel and listening to his videos. But I learned a lesson about myself, that I like to see myself as somebody who's not prejudiced, who doesn't, disagree with somebody because of their sexual orientation, the colour of their skin, their size or anything like that. But I never could correlate that I was actually, discriminating against somebody simply because my own viewpoint, my own slant on somebody's physique and what they choose to do with their own body. I have no right to do that. The simple thing is, I have no right to do it. I can certainly have a right to have an opinion, but I'm ashamed of myself in the context that I judged a person solely because of my own preconception of what that guy is or isn't. I don't know what he does. I certainly know that he's a weightlifter. I know he's into the weights and things like that. He didn't get that physique without adding juice or powders or some shape or form. It's as simple as that. The body is not designed like that. And I'm sure that people will let me know if I'm right or wrong. But the fact is, that's a good person. He wants to inspire, and he is inspiring and empowering hundreds of thousands of people, possibly millions of people, because of his videos and his content. I'm just wondering, do you do that yourself, or is it just myself? Do you ever do that yourself, that you actually see something, you just automatically switch off because of a thought form or a paradigm that you've got in your own head, that of a particular type of person can't deliver a particular message, or you don't particularly like a person because of a certain section of their life? You don't like their accent, you don't like the colour of their skin, you don't like their eating habits. Is there something that's holding you back from gaining information from a teacher that in first impressions you may not give them a chance? Because let me tell you something, I learned an awful lot, and I'm still learning a lot from Elliott Hulse. As I say, I don't agree with all of his videos, and I certainly don't agree with all of the energy, the way he's putting it across. But so much of it I do, and I'm glad that I've found his channel. So that's what this video is all about. It's actually not shaming myself for being human, I guess, but actually getting myself, and possibly yourself, is to look at ourselves in future. When we automatically go to dismiss somebody, when we automatically, somebody you can encounter is about to give your opinion, and because of something in your mind you feel that their opinion is not going to be relevant to you, or it's not going to change your way of thinking, or it's not going to be correct, which make you feel wrong. So well, that's what I want you to do, is have a look at yourself. I'll certainly be looking at myself, and I have been from about 2 months now, of seeing Elliott's videos. But the fact of the matter is that I'm going to put the links down below if you're not familiar with his videos. I think he's got a lot of positive information there to share. He's a strong-willed character, genuine spirit. I believe he's 100% genuine in what he's doing. He's delivering, and he's waking people up in the mind. I don't necessarily agree with the physique size of style of getting that bulked out. It's not my bag, and but who am I? I'm just an ordinary person the same way Elliott is. So guys, there you go. If you haven't already done so, please do subscribe, and I love hearing your comments. Any video requests, let me know, and I'll put the links down below to Elliott's channel. Take a look over, have a look around, and sub him, because I genuinely feel that he's got information there. He's an awakened spirit, and never judge a book by its cover. Let's put it that way. And shame on me. That's all I can say. Guys, send you love from Ireland.